Hey everyone, so exciting video here. We're going to be running a benchmark between all the major smartphones of 2016. So that includes here, bottom left corner, the iPhone SE, the iPhone 7, the iPhone 7 Plus, the LG V5, the LG V20, the Google Pixel XL, the HC10, the Galaxy 7 Edge, the Galaxy Note 7, the OnePlus 3, the Xperia X Performance, and the Xperia XZ. Alright, so let's get started. And as you see, we're on the first benchmark test here. So with this, running a little bit of graphics, showing you all that the graphic capabilities on all these phones really good. Obviously really good frame rate and everything, great detail in the picture. When you have some of the more mid-range phones, you see some stuttering, but not here. So in terms of processors, a lot of these phones are pretty similar. A lot of them with a Snapdragon 820. Now with the iPhone, so you have an A9 chipset for the iPhone SE and A10 for the 7 series. And on the second test here. Aside from that, all the Android phones, Snapdragon 820. Aside from the Google Pixel XL, first phone, or actually one of the first phones with the Snapdragon 821. So again, really smooth performance here. Not really seeing any lag or anything like that. Alright, so approaching 50%. Excuse me. Now, two of the phones here, the iPhone SE and the 7 have 2 GB RAM. A bunch of them have 3 GB. That includes the 7 Plus and the Xperia phones, the X Performance and the XZ. And then the LG V5, the LG V20, Pixel XL, HC10, Galaxy 7 Edge, Galaxy Note 7, all have 4. And then one of them with 6, the OnePlus 3. Yeah, so iPhone's at around 60% now, Android's at 50%. Yeah, so this is my prediction for the winner. I think it will be the iPhone 7 Plus, and last place should be the SE. So again, the SE with the A9 chipset came out beginning of the year, kind of like a small version of success from last year. Alright, so around 2/3 done here. iPhone 75%. And being first to finish not necessarily means it's the best, but good sign nonetheless. And in terms of screen size, so these phones range from 4 inches, the iPhone SE, to 5.7 with some phones like the Google Pixel. Actually, not the Google Pixel, the LG V20. And then Galaxy Note 7, that's 5.7 as well. Now, the only two phones not really actually flip some of these over once you reach 100%. Don't want to give away the scores. Why? Because I want you guys to watch to the end of the video. And I know sometimes you guys don't like that, but it makes it more entertaining, at least for me. Alright, so I think a lot of these Android phones about to end. You're not going to miss anything when I flip it over. Alright, so it looks like the G5 will be the first one. Alright, so let's see the results. Alright, so some very interesting results here. Now, last place, 12th place, and this one actually not so interesting. Just as expected, just wait for camera to focus there, the iPhone SE. See a score of 125,980. So again, this phone, 2 gigabytes of RAM, A9 chipset, very similar to last year's iPhone 6s. Now, coming in at 11th place, Sony Xperia X Performance. See there a score of 138,307. So this phone came out a few months ago, of course, succeeded by Xperia XZ, Snapdragon 820, 3 gigabytes of RAM. Now for 10th place is the LG V20. See there a score of 139,633. So this phone, 4 gigabytes of RAM, Snapdragon 820, was succeeded just this week by the LG V20. Next up, in 9th place, is HC10, a score of 140,589. So this phone, again, 4 gigabytes of RAM, Snapdragon 820, came out beginning of the year. So you're seeing a lot of phones now from the beginning of the year, and you're about to see some more second half phones. Now, 8th place, and this I think is a little bit surprising, is the Google Pixel XL, a score of 141,021. So in terms of actually using this phone, it is easily one of the fastest ones here. I don't agree with the ranking in terms of that, but in terms of, I guess, high-end games, not quite as good as some of the other ones. Now, again, this does have a Snapdragon 821, the only phone here with the 821, and does have 4 gigabytes RAM. So I think my thinking about this is that, well, I'll say, obviously, it's a really good score. I was just expecting a little bit higher because it is the only phone with Snapdragon 821. Now, I did run this test several times before filming the video, just in the past week or so, and that is a very similar score that I got every time. And again, I do let all these phones sit for like an hour before actually filming it. And of course, same procedure there with the Google XL, so pretty confident with that score. Coming in at 7th, we got a discontinued phone, the Samsung Galaxy Note 7, score of 144,401. So this phone actually will be returning shortly, but just wanted to let you guys know what the score is. Again, Snapdragon 820, 4 gigabytes of RAM for this phone. Now coming in 6th place, the only phone with 6 gigabytes of RAM, the OnePlus 3, a score of 144,926. So again, 6 gigabytes of RAM, Snapdragon 820. So now we're getting into the top 5, and coming in 5th place, the Sony Xperia XZ, score of 146,546. So this phone, 3 gigabytes of RAM, Snapdragon 820. So 4th place, the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge, score of 147,905. So a bit surprising that this actually scored higher than the Note 7 because the Note 7 has a larger screen and stuff, but nonetheless, that's the result we got. And again, very consistent results with what I got previously. Now, the LG V20 did in fact manage to crack the top 3 here. You see a score of 149,657. And let me just show you a little bit more in-depth results here. So, let me go to rankings. Yeah, so this is how the rankings look. So you see right behind the 7 and the 7 Plus, and now I'll show you what the scores on those phones are. So the iPhone 7, second place, 182,013. A little bit more in-depth look. And the rankings. So A10 chipset, 2 gigabytes RAM for this one. The Plus model does have 3 an A10 chipset. So you see it's listed first there. Actually, we did outperform the ones that, I guess, AnTuTu or whatever ran. But here's a look at first place, the iPhone 7 Plus. this a little bit more in depth. Alright everyone, so thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe if you want to see more videos like this in the future. I do cover all the major smartphones and Xperia phones as well. Alright guys, thanks again for watching, and let me know in the comments what video you want to see next.